Welcome. Today we're going to dive deep into the market trend, statistics, and updates for Orleans. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and get ready for a real estate roller coaster ride. Whether you're a buyer, seller, or just a curious neighbor, we've got all the juicy details on this suburbs real estate scene. So let's get cracking. My name is Roch St-Georges. I'm a real estate broker in Ottawa based out of the Orleans office on St. Joseph. I help families and individuals with the purchase, sale, or rental of real estate in our beautiful city. We're focusing on the neighborhood of Orleans, which is located in the east of Ottawa. Orleans has many older neighborhoods such as Common Glen and Chapel Hill, as well as newly built neighborhoods such as Avalon and Bradley Estate. Looking at all neighborhoods, Orleans had a total of 7 condo sales and 120 residential freehold sales in March 2023. Sales volume is down 33.3% from the same time last year. This is a little better than the city's average of 40%. The average freehold property in Orleans sold for $698,000, while the average condo price was $466,000. This chart shows us the average sell prices for both residential freehold and condominium class properties in Orleans for the past 5 years. Just like the broader Ottawa market, we saw a run-up in price that really picked up in 2020 during the pandemic. This demand was really fueled at times by people looking to move to areas that would provide them with more space compared to where they could be living at the time of the start of the pandemic. For example, individuals that were renting smaller condominium units downtown may have opted to purchase a property in the suburbs since they no longer had to go to work each day. The low interest rates definitely helped push this demand higher. Looking at Orleans in January 2020, prices were at $432,000 and they reached a peak of $725,000 in April 2022, as the Bank of Canada was starting to increase the benchmark rate, which in turn increased mortgage rates. That's an impressive 68% increase in property prices in the span of just over 2 years. April 2022, however, prices have been correcting downward, reaching $585,000 in November 2022, representing a 19.3% drop in prices. Since then, the market has bounced off that November low due to what seems to be a low level of inventory. Prices have now climbed back up to levels last seen in the summer of 2022. Since the beginning of the year, residential freehold and condominium class properties are up 12.6%. If we break it down,
detached homes are up 10.8%. Row houses and semi-detached properties are up 3.7%.
Condominium row units, which saw a huge increase during the pandemic due to their affordability, have seen prices decrease 3%.
Finally, apartment and stacked condo units have went up 14.3% during that same time.
This is a chart I like to show. In blue, we can see the average original asking price, meaning the price at which sellers are coming to the market with. In yellow, we can see the average sell price. We can see that when the yellow area crosses the blue line, such as when we saw in early 2021, 2022, buyers were paying more than the seller's asking price as the market was seeing tight inventory and competition was fierce. At this time, the gap between what the sellers are asking and what the buyers are willing to pay is getting smaller. Buyers believe we've hit a peak in mortgage rates and that these rates will only go down in the future, seeing an opportunity to purchase real estate at a discounted rate when compared to last year. Will we be seeing more competition for buyers? I do think so, as inventory is getting low, and low inventory generally translate into increased competition among buyers and therefore increased bidding wars. As a matter of fact, 21.5% of properties that sold in March in the suburb of Orleans sold over its asking price. This means if you're in the market to buy a property, there's a 1 in 5 chance that you may need to compete with another buyer when making an offer on a property. If you're a homeowner that is looking to sell, it's important to understand this market dynamic when marketing your property for sale. If you'd like to discuss the purchase or sale of real estate in Orleans, feel free to reach out to me using information at the end of the video. When it comes to asking price versus sold prices, sellers are receiving 98.4% of their original asking price. This is down from the 117% or 115% seen in February of 2021 and 2022. Now, when looking at the cumulative days on market, which takes into account when a property may have been removed from the market and then relisted following a price reduction, properties in Orleans took an average of 32 days to sell in March. This is up from 7 days in March of 2022. Which neighborhood or MLS district of Orleans are performing the best? Looking at sales data from Q1 of 2023, meaning from January 1st to March 31st, 2023. So I pulled those with year-over-year losses greater than 20%. So they are Fallingbrook and Ridgemount with a 21.4% drop. Then you have Notting Hill and Summerside with a 22.9% drop year over year. Spring Ridge and East Village saw a 24% drop year over year. Then I added this one, Farce Village, which is just outside of Orleans. Farce saw a 26.5% drop. Chapel Hill, 29.3% drop year over year. Cumberland Estates, which is also just outside of Orleans, saw a 43.3% drop. Finally, Orleans Wood, 43.5% drop in price. The best performing neighborhoods in the East End, including Orleans, are Camelot, which is up 15.1%, Navin, just outside of Orleans, up 22.1%, Convent Glen up 10.4%, and Convent Glen South up 28.8%. Congrats if you're in one of those areas and you own a home. That's all for me. As you can see, the real estate market continues to be dynamic and ever-changing, with many factors influencing it. I hope this video has provided you with some valuable insights into the current state of the Orleans-Ottawa real estate market, and that you have, maybe gained a better understanding of what to expect in the future. If you have any questions or comment, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, or you can always send me an email. If you found this video informative, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your... If you want to discuss your rental search, purchase, or sale of a property, please feel free to reach out using the information on the screen. Thank you so much. Merci. Ciao. Thank you again for watching, and we hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Merci. Ciao. This is the end of the video. If you liked what you heard and saw, please feel free to watch this video here or that video there. Thank you. Ciao.